The thing is, I have been observing people who take their growth seriously, and I have also been observing people who do not take their growth seriously, the people who are stagnating. I have been comparing the different mentalities, the psychology, and the words, the sentences that people use when they're explaining their lack of progress or lack of empowerment or lack of growth in certain areas. The first sentence that many people use is, do not compare yourself to others, or do not compete with others. And many people use this when other people present their successes, or when other people present a progress that they have made in a certain area. When you brag, I have done this and this and this, I have been working so hard and I have succeeded. And then there's that one person who will say, I'm quite satisfied with my life, and I don't compare myself with others, and I don't compete with others. Even I use that statement, that I don't compare myself to others. I run my own race. I live my own life. We all have different destinations. And it's true. Everybody has their own destination, and everybody has their own journey, and we cannot achieve the same things. Of course, we are different by nature. But something else that is true is that we measure ourselves by other people, because if you're born with a person the same year and you meet them in 10 years, you want to check how far have they come. And in this way, you measure how far you have come. And this is a very good way of progress, of course, because you can think, okay, we have had the same period of time. We both had 10 years. And I took this route, and she or he took the other route, and she has come this far, and I should have liked to come that far. And if you think like this, then it's not really a comparison, it's a learning process. For example, sometimes you wanted to achieve the very same thing that someone else has already done. And you can look at that and think, that's exactly what I wanted to do. How did you do it? You can ask for advice, So in a sense, the comparison is a way of identifying where you missed a turn, or where you missed, a trick of success. And you find someone else who has already done it, and you repeat. And in this way, you don't have to invent something that someone else has already invented. And I usually give the example of travel. For example, when I am traveling to a new city or a new country, I usually look for people who have already done it, like things like TripAdvisor. And there are so many tips there of people who have done it. And you go in and you say, I'm going to Paris, or I'm going to Nairobi in April. Is there someone who has been there? Do you have tips on how to do, where should I stay? Nice restaurants. How did you survive whatever it is that was happening at that time? If it's the winter or if it's the rainy season in Nairobi, how did you do to survive that? And this is a comparison. You compare your journey to someone else's in order to get some tips, in order to learn. Another advantage of comparing yourself to other people and competing with other people is if you're starting a business. And let's say you're going to start selling shoes or handbags or, jewelry, gold. And many people have been doing this for many years. And you could ask someone who has already been doing it, how did you do that? How did you succeed? Where did you buy your good priced gold or your good priced shoes? How did you deal with these challenges? People tell you what they have already done. And sometimes you can borrow from other people's journeys to actually add to your own journey so it goes faster. So something you would have taken 5 years to do can take 2.5 years because you have borrowed from someone else's success, someone else's challenges, someone else's shortcuts. People have written so many books about so many things. And sometimes it's simple books about life, like how did I survive this? How did I survive my parents' death? How did I live through my child's death? How do you cook, I don't know, spaghetti? So it's perfect. And when I read other people's tips and tricks, I usually think I am comparing my life to theirs, because I am looking at what they have done in their life that is similar to my life, that has led them where they are. So I have read many books where women have written about their experiences before me. Women have written about their experiences now during my own lifetime, and it has been such a good way of learning what experiences and challenges that women have gone through that have helped them to survive the world as it has been, and that has helped them to shape their lives. So, although I agree that you don't want to compare your life to others, and you don't want to be competing with others because you have different goals, and you have different starting points, and you have different wishes and hopes and wants, I also think that you should really learn to compare and compete in the right way, so you can gain the experience you need that people have already gone through, and that you can reuse other people's experiences to shorten your time, the time that you spend gaining or progressing in an activity that someone else has already achieved. So this is an ongoing discussion, of course, so we have a lot to say about this, and you, of course, will come with your input and comments. Do not compare yourself to others, or do not compete with others. I agree with you, but people have done a lot of things that you can utilize to make your life better, to gain progress quicker, and to learn new things that you didn't know that other people know. So please comment, subscribe to the channel. The details of our Facebook group are below, so join our Facebook group, and follow me on Instagram for more. Thank you for listening. Have a nice week. Bye-bye.